Hello, my name is Ashani Yapa. I'm a registered migration agent here at Sirus Migration. In today's video, I'm going to talk about other visa options available for people holding Working Holiday Subclass 417 or Work and Holiday Subclass 461 and looking to extend your stay in Australia. Option 1. You may be eligible to lodge a student visa, Subclass 500. A student visa is a temporary visa that is granted for the duration of your course. While holding a student visa, you can work 40 hours a fortnight during session and full-time on your holidays. If you're considering improving your English or upskilling yourself, you can simply apply for a student visa to study English, a trade qualification, diploma qualification, a bachelor's degree, master's or PhD depending on your previous study level. First step of applying for a student visa is to find the right course and institute that suits your budget and expectation. If your goal is to apply for permanent residency through your program, it is better to always talk to a migration agent first to make sure the course that you are applying for will eventually lead you to permanent residency. The second step is getting your letter of offer and confirmation of enrollment from the college. The third step is putting all your documents together to lodge a complete visa application. You also need to arrange overseas student health insurance for the duration of your course. Currently, a student visa application costs $640. Most importantly, keep in mind that you may need to prove your English or financial capacity depending on your country of origin. Option 2. Applying for Subclass 407 Training Visa. If you're looking into upskilling yourself through an Australian workplace-based paid training program, you may be able to apply for Subclass 407 Training Visa. You must be sponsored and nominated by an Australian employer. The visa can be granted for up to 2 years. You must maintain adequate health insurance throughout this visa. You must at least have functional English. And you also have to prove that you are a genuine temporary entrant staying in Australia only for the duration of your training program. And again, this is a temporary visa granted for up to 2 years. Option 3. Apply for employer nominated visa, Subclass 482, 186 or 494. If you have a job offer and a sponsorship from an Australian employer, you may be able to lodge an Australian employer nominated visa which could possibly lead to permanent residency. Your occupation must be listed on STSOL list or MLTSS list, and if you are applying for Subclass 494, your occupation could be listed on ROL. We will put a link to all these occupation lists in the description down below. Visa can be granted for up to 2 years or 4 years depending on which occupation list has your occupation listed. You must have 2 years post-qualification work experience if you are applying for Subclass 482. You must have 3+ years post-qualification work experience if you are applying for Subclass 186 or Subclass 494. And you may need a skills assessment depending on which subclass you're applying for and the country of your passport and where you obtain your qualification from. You may need to prove your English language ability depending on your country of passport and the subclass that you apply for. Your employer needs to apply to become a standard business sponsor, and also your employer must nominate you to lodge one of the subclasses I mentioned before. There are fees involved in each step of these employer nominated visas and really depends on the subclass you apply and how many years the employer is willing to nominate you for. Subclass 482 is a temporary visa that can possibly lead to permanent residency. Subclass 494 is a regional visa where your employer must be located in a regional area in Australia. Again, we will put a link to all the regional areas in Australia in the subscription down below. And subclass 186 is direct permanent residency. Another option that is available to you could be lodging an Australian partner visa. If you're in a relationship with an Australian citizen, permanent resident, or an eligible New Zealand citizen, you may be able to lodge Australian partner visa subclass 820 and 801. For you to be eligible for this visa, you must be in a relationship with your Australian partner for 12 months or be married to your Australian partner. If your de facto relationship is not 12 months, then you could register your relationship as a civil partnership in the state that you're living in to be eligible to lodge this visa. Your Australian partner also needs to meet certain requirements in order to be an eligible sponsor. For example, they must prove good character, and also they cannot have sponsored another applicant for a partner visa in the last 5 years. You also have to prove certain aspects of your relationship in order to be granted a partner visa. So if you're in Australia holding a working holiday or work and holiday visa and looking for further options to stay here permanently or for another short period of time, get in touch with us. We will look at your situation and suggest the best visa for you. Thank you.